Hey everyone, I'm Chris and this is Cue the Credits. Welcome back to Cue the Credits, the home of everything physical media, boutique Blu-rays and the art of collecting. It is that time of the month again where we talk collection updates. And I'm going to be frank with you guys. Been a little bit hypocritical. In my video last Sunday, I was talking about, buying and collecting habits and spending, and was like, you know what, I've been really good in March and everything like that. Yeah, you saw the thumbnail, right? In all fairness to me, though, a lot of these were actually bought right at the end of February. Didn't come in until March. I did speak about that in my what I bought in February, so I got receipts. But yeah, looking at it, it looks pretty big. Feel free to, rip me a new one in the comments. I must say, pretty much everything here is way, way, way below what it's worth, which is good. There's only like 2 items that I got pre-ordered, so, I'm doing my best De Niro face. Come on. So let's stop messing around and let's get into it. First up, we have a couple of CEX pickups that were bought literally right after my what I bought in February video. And I probably should have done like a little clip in and been like, oh, I've got these two. But I thought I'd save them for March. And these were the ones that actually inspired the budget Blu-ray video, because I was looking through the shelves and seeing that there was actually quite a few titles that I was like, oh, actually, I kind of like that. Or, for these two, for example, that I wanted to get on physical media. But I've been so hyper-focused on big boxes and 4Ks that I've kind of let Blu-rays slide a little bit. And that shouldn't be the case. I've been speaking the praises of Sons of Anarchy on Blu-ray of how amazing it looks. And realistically, yeah, 4K looks great. But also so does Blu-ray. Like anything physical is going to look the dogs in comparison to anything else. So I picked up these two. Firstly was the Woman in Black. Is it a Momentum release? Yes, it is. Has it got a 90% slipcover on it? Yes, it has. Actually picked this up for £1. So, and it didn't come with the slip. It was just bare. But actually last year, I grabbed a bundle of slips from someone on Vinted, and Woman in Black was one of them. The other half really enjoys this film. So I was like, oh, it's £1. It's actually decent nick. For some reason, all of the other Women in Blacks that I've seen in CEXs have been absolutely battered. This one wasn't. So grabbed it, popped the slip on, and yeah, it's nice. £1. The next one is something that I've been wanting to watch for a while, haven't got round to it, saw that it was in this CEX, saw it had a nice slipcover, and it was only £1.50, and that is Logan Lucky from Steven Soderbergh. Obviously a great director. I really enjoy his stuff. This stars Daniel Craig, Adam Driver, Channing Tatum, Seth MacFarlane's in there, Hilary Swank's in there. Like, it has got a super stacked cast, which, to be fair, is most of his films. I'm not really sure what this is about. I've just always heard good things. So I love going into a movie blind more than anything. So I try and just be like, this looks cool, especially for £1.50. You can't really go wrong. And as I said in that previous video, if it's no good, we'll just trade it back in. It's totally fine. Logan Lucky, as you can see, minty slip as well. Next up was from that same CEX, and something that I actually ended up going back for. I saw it on the back of the shelf. It looked pretty cool. Checked it, it was in decent condition, and it was only £12. And these are sets that I didn't really have any clue about. It's from Eureka, and I don't really have much experience with them, bar the Police Story trilogy that I've got up here. But I saw a video like maybe a few days or a week before from DJ over at Films by Colour about one of these sets. And it's the Masters of Cinema set with Buster Keaton and his films of Go West, Our Hospitality, and College. Now, as I said, I didn't really know about these collections. Well, tell a lie, actually, and these are really tight in there. I knew about this, which is just like the standard version of it as well. But I didn't know they did like limited edition versions. A little bit nicer. Come with a nice little booklet as well. And I love some literature. So after seeing DJ's video, I was like, oh my God, wow, I'll have to have a look out for these. And on eBay, they're crazy prices, and that's mainly what the video is about. I'll link it below. So I didn't think anything of it, and then I saw this in CEX just there. Then I left it, and it was just playing on my mind for the rest of the day, so I went back just before closing and grabbed it because, yeah, I've got to. Like, for 12 quid, it's mental. I think it goes for about 50 or 60 pounds on eBay. So it's well worth the 12 quid. There is a couple of other sets which I've put on my favourites on CEX. I'm hoping they come back in, but it's unfortunately one of those ones where it is the CEX lottery, because the way that they list them is not limited edition. They don't have two different SKUs for it. They just list it as the standard. So it's one of those where you could buy it and it's the limited edition, or you could buy it and it's the standard edition. But hey, we move. Either way, I'm really, really happy with being able to get my hands on this edition because it's just rad. Next up is where those end of February purchases started to go off the rails a little bit. First up, we'll take a kind of zeroed purchase of, oh, well, I managed to sell something on Vinted, so I bought this thing on Vinted. And this was just a mad deal. Anyone who knows me knows I love animation. And that is all types of animation. But of course, I'm a big Disney boy. I'm a big Pixar boy. And with Toy Story 5 coming up, I'm wanting to do a rewatch of all the Toy Stories. But I've only got Toy Story 4 in 4K. So I've been toying around with the idea, oh, do I get the box set? Do I get the individual steelbooks? Do I get the Zavvi exclusive releases? And all of them were totting up quite highly in price. So I checked Vinted and I saw this and saw it had been up there for quite a while. And key part of Vinted is, if it's been up for a while, maybe just lowball the seller and they might end up taking the offer. And that's what I did. I had £15 in my Vinted balance. And this came in at like £19 and some change with everything included, which I would say is a pretty good deal because it retails at 50 quid. And this is still sealed. So this is the 4K 4-movie collection of Toy Story. And it's the one that comes with the digipack. This is, if I was going to get this set, I wanted it with the digipack because I didn't want like it just being boxes in a hard case. This is out of print now, I think. You can still get it, but you will get the one that has the individual cases. You won't get the digipack with all the characters on. And you know, I'm a sucker for presentation. But yeah, the seller accepted it. It's still sealed. There's a bit of a cellophane tear there, but still, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going to watch them anyway. But Toy Story 4-movie collection, less than 20 quid. So this is now where it gets a little bit silly and where we get onto the big box ones. All I'm going to say is if I was buying these individual, this would be probably 90 to 100 pounds. This is about 50, 60 quid. This is 60. This is probably 60, 70 pound. And let's just say I paid just about 3 figures for it. Don't ask me how. There's a lot of back and forth, but the seller was happy with it and I was very happy to get these in the collection. So this is that back end of February, start of March where it really clicked for me. So let's just get through these. So the first thing that I'll show you is ADHD hyperfixation. And I decided that I wanted to get all of the A24 digipacks. I've tried to pull myself off that train, but I did manage to get one from this seller because it was super cheap. And that is the Zone of Interest. This is a Blu-ray digipack. Was looking for the 4K, had the Blu-ray, wanted to get rid of it, and did a really good deal on it with it being bundled with everything else. So I'm not sure if I'll end up reselling this and getting the 4K, or whether I'll just keep the Blu-ray. I'm unconfirmed on that, but yeah, this is the my first A24 digipack, and I didn't think it was going to be the Zone of Interest, but this is a very, very interesting film is probably the best way to put it. But after having like the first one in my hands, it's definitely made me kind of want to get some more. Next up are a couple of second sights. So the first one, lovely, sealed. I didn't pre-order it, which was really annoying because I was like, oh, I really should have got that, but managed to get it from this seller for about retail cost, and that is Late Night with the Devil. This is the David Dasmalchian. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, talk show thriller from late 2024. I want to say it's 2024, late 2020. It says 2023 on here. That's South by Southwest, so they must have premiered it before that. Pretty sure it came out in 2024. But this is the 4K. It's got a booklet in there. It's got art cards. Obviously, March has been mad busy, so I haven't even been able to unbox this yet. But I'm really excited to have this in the collection. It's a wonderful, like, new thriller, and I mean, second sight in it. Like, they're they're just great. And now the biggie. This is like one of the second sight holy grails at this point. So kind of like Dawn of the Dead or Drive over there, or Blair Witch, which is not on the shelf yet. You might have been able to guess it. That is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in this wonderful 3-disc set. It is a monster. Not as big as some of the other ones, but it is still pretty chunky. Didn't come sealed, but it did come with the J card, so that's always welcome. And it's in really good condition there, which is always welcome. Just take that off. This was the start of second sight, like not doing stuff. Once again, I'm pretty sure it was very close to retail cost, but I'm not 100% sure what the retail on this was, whether it was a £35 or a £50 one. But yeah, like mad deals. And the final one from this seller, this is absolutely all Cinemike's fault, because we were on a call like a month ago and I was moaning about a specific edition that got released by Studio Canal over here. And he went, oh yeah, I've got this US Arrow release, it's really cool. And he showed it me, and now I'm stood here with it in my hands. He's a bad influence. The title is Barbarella. This is the Jane Fonda sci-fi 60s sci-fi film. So yeah, I have had quite a few of you in the comments say that I need to check out Barbarella, and I wasn't going to pick up that UK release because it was absolute dogs. Like, you got, I think the special features on it was a trailer. Get out. This though is, first off, let's just take note on the cover and on the packaging, because this looks rad as anything. Like, the side is really cool. Like, I'm a guy who loves the yellow, and this yellow and blue combo is great. As you can see in there, we've got like a nice chunky book, and then we've got the film in there as well. This is of course a 4K, so this is a blind buy for me. It is a spenny purchase on eBay. It was not a spenny purchase for me. Once again, pretty much retail. So you know what? I'll take the hit on it. Once again, busy month. Haven't been able to watch it. We'll watch it next month. I'm very excited for this one. Also, because when I was unboxing this, Mom was around the house and she was like, oh my God, Barbarella. I used to love that as a kid. And obviously I've been brought up on semi-similar tastes, so I'm sure that I'll probably love this. Also, this is your mid-video reminder to subscribe. Hit that button down there. Keeping close to Arrow and February purchases that didn't get delivered until March, we've got a couple more Arrow big box sets. Now, once again, this was kind of like a pair deal. Reason why I got one for a really good price is because I picked up two. The first one is another blind buy. It's something that has always intrigued me, but I've never watched it, heard very good things. And it does go for a bit of a pretty penny now, about £45, but managed to get this for, let's say, retail cost. And that is the Brooke Adams and Donald Sutherland film, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is I'm going to say it's a relatively new Arrow release, and by new I mean in the last few years, because it's got the slipcover and hardbox. But yeah, so Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I'll do a little unboxing for you. What? My video, right? You get obviously the original artwork in there. We get a single disc in there, so you can tell it's been a crazy month. And this is what I mean. This is what I was talking about. It just got too much. But once again, something that I'm really excited to visit and see all the influences to films I absolutely love that I know came from films exactly like this. I've just checked on the back as well. It's also got Leonard Nimoy and Jeff Goldblum in. What a... Okay. Let's go, mate. This might get watched sooner rather than later. Let's just say that. Then the next one is something that I did definitely want to get my hands on. But the price for this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you can't get it in CEX. It's always out of stock. And if you go on eBay, it is eye-watering. And this person was selling it as well as Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Messaged him, managed to come to a lovely deal, and that is The Lighthouse. This is the Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson film, directed by Robert Eggers, and it is absolutely like mind-meltingly weird, but in in a good Eggers way, let's just say that. So I'm slowly but surely getting all of Robert Eggers' films on deluxe formats, as it were, on 4K, nice boxes. I'm still looking for The Witch though, so if you're watching this and have a second sight edition of The Witch and don't want a ridiculous price for it, let me know. My Instagram is down below. But still, off that tangent, onto The Lighthouse. This is one of the older Arrow hardbox releases, because we've got the hardbox, but we've got no slip cover on there. But it did come with the J card, which is always welcome. So just case, single disc with this little seagull on there. And then we've got like a book and, of course, a poster on there as well. I actually have The Lighthouse on this HMV first edition, which just, I mean, it was like a weird time. It's literally just the Lighthouse with a slipcover on, but it looks gorgeous on Blu-ray, so I'm really excited to see what Arrow did with the 4K. So yeah, the Lighthouse. So we're out of that like end of February, but it's in this video, losing my tree, and we've got a much more like subdued pile, a much more realistic representation of the mindset. That's probably the best way to put it. So I'll go through all of the like standard releases, burn through those, and then we'll get to the couple of like special editions that I got. First is Valhalla Rising. So this is the last Nicholas Winding Refn film that I needed for like physical media collection. This was 50p. It stars Mads Mikkelsen. He is a Viking. I haven't looked into much more about it. Saw that it was 50p. I was like, I need that. Picked it up. They say he came from hell. Now they'll find out. One-eyed great warrior of supernatural strength. That's all I need. So yeah, Mads Mikkelsen in a Viking. Ironically, at the film festival last week, I watched a film with Mads Mikkelsen called The Last Viking. Very different film though. Very different film. And then to shamelessly plug my video from last weekend where I did a budget Blu-ray haul, only £15 to spend. These are the titles that I got from them. Spoilers for that video and everything. We got Skyscraper, we got Chariots of Fire, we got Last Chance Harvey, we got Red Hill, and then we got Immortals. So if you like Blu-ray hunts, go and watch that, but you'll know what I picked up. And super spoilers, these only cost me £6.50 for 5 titles. Absolute mad bargains, and kind of where I was at of not wanting to like really spend in March. I mean, look at this. We're at £7 spent, and I know there was more before that, but I spent it in February, so stop it. Next up was a title that I was quite excited for because I love the director, I love the lead actor, and I kind of couldn't not pick it up because of those reasons. And that is The Running Man. This is the Glenn Powell, Edgar Wright film, a remake, well, I don't want to say remake of the Arnie film because it is quite different, but it's based on the Stephen King book. Annoyingly, Edgar Wright was actually doing sign-in sessions for this in London, like the week of release, but you couldn't like marry it up with existing pre-orders, which was annoying. So yeah, also I couldn't get to London, which is a whole thing. But this is a lovely, striking red steelbook. Really like the look of it, and looks great in 4K. Glenn Powell in 4K. I'm an easy man to please, let's just say that. And then the next purchase was purely a purchase because if I purchased something, I got £50 worth of vouchers on eBay. A little bit of context, eBay have started doing like live stream auctions, kind of like that Whatnot thing I've told you guys about a few months ago. And if you spent £10, they gave you £50 worth of vouchers, and I had some stuff in my basket. So I was like, oh, well, if I spend a tenner, I'll get £50 off. Off the tangent, so Zavi started doing streams on there, and I've been watching and not seeing anything, or it's always overpriced. And then they had this come up, and it was brand new. It wasn't damaged. It was still sealed. It was still in the little Warner Brothers box. So I bidded for it, and I paid like £14. That was a Minecraft movie. This is the limited edition steelbook. Didn't realise, but it's got a slipcase on there. This came while I was at the film festival, so I haven't been able to actually open it. But this was just a really fun movie. Yeah, it's just fun. And technically, I mean, you could kind of say it was free. Maybe. If you really want to like get like girl mathy on that. But yeah, Minecraft movie 4K steelbook. I like this design. They did a couple of other designs, but I'm quite enjoying this one. Half of me feels like it's quite a dark steelbook inside. Is it a different scene inside? Shall we open it now? Let's just open it right away on here, because why not? I mean, this is why you watch the channel, right? Because what could happen with physical media? So yeah, let's get this unboxed. I'm quite intrigued now, actually. Oh, it's probably a good thing I did unbox it, actually, because it's got that nasty glue on there. So there is the front. It's a nice, lovely, glossy slipcover. There's the back. And then you'll get the same reaction as me. My God, it's night time. Oh, come on. That's pretty cool. And then it's got like the wolves. I think it's got a zombie there. Yeah, it's got a zombie, and then it's got skeletons and a creeper on the back. This is cool. And then the 4K disc is a block. That's really, you know what? It's really nice. I wouldn't have paid retail for it, but I definitely would have. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's a very slippy slipcover though, so you know, gotta take care of that. But I'm really pleased with that, actually. In Minecraft movie, always surprising you. And the final purchase, it literally got released in the last couple of days of March. There is a video for it already up on the channel. It came out on Thursday. Thank you if you've already watched it. If you've not watched it and you want a little bit more of a deep dive on this, by all means, go and check it out. And that is the Arrow Video limited edition 4K release of Hard Boiled. This is the John Woo classic. It looks great in 4K. It sounds great in Dolby Atmos. It's just a little bit of a stonking release, especially in this hard box. I'm really excited for seeing Arrow's like Hong Kong classics slowly coming out and out and out. It's just a really, really good time. So yeah, Hard Boiled. And that is everything that I picked up in kind of February, mostly March, but collectively a full collection update for you. What was your favourite thing that you picked up in March? And what was your favourite thing that I picked up in March? I'd love to know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Cue the Credits. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk movies with me. Remember to do all of the YouTubey stuff, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends who love movies. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace!